All right, let's get on with it then. This is an update of the map, and we are done with all movement phases and going on to the second German combat phase. And we got some. We have a redo to do on that attack on the oil field. I'll fill you in on that. But right now, you can see he moved some units. He's got his Marine units here, but they are not invading. He just moved them on out there. So this Soviet Union air unit that was involved in that oil field attack is being used for close air support. But we got to redo that oil field attack, and I'll show you what happened here in a second. But this is a little view of the battles going on here. I think I already showed you this, but yeah, we got air and naval units all assigned. So the air and naval movement has been finished. So we have a lot of good important battles to go on to here. It's the second turn of the game, July 1941, and things are getting hot and heavy. Let me pause here for a second. Okay, like I showed you before on those air combats, we're going to go ahead and use these rules. Air combats against the bases. The important thing I wanted to show you is I think we had the attacker and defender wrong. So I'm pretty sure that air combat against the base is going to go just like strategic bombing. We'll go back over here to any combats, blah, 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 are resolved as air base attacks. Okay, so we'll go underneath here, and it says air base attacks. A defending air unit normally has its defense factor modified by +2. But if the defending air unit is marked with the do not use. So we'll go back here. We had the attacker and defender wrong. The attacker would be the Soviet air unit with the attack factor of 3. But the Romanian air unit with a defense factor of 1 gets a +2, so it'll be a 1-to-1 attack. So we will have to do that attack over again. And we'll readjust this hit marker on the oil field, and if the Soviet air unit survives, you can go ahead and participate in that number 17 attack. But that is it. We're up to date. I got to be real quick here. Got a lot of stuff to do, but we'll be back with some results of combats and some more videos. I'll be back in a flash. All right, we're back here for a quick little redo of our combat here at the old oil field hex. So what we're going to do here is recalculate this as a 1-to-1 attack. The Romanian unit will get a +2 for air base defense. So the attacking unit is Soviet, like I said, single engine plane, going to go down and do some dive bombing, I guess, on the old oil field hex or wreck some havoc. So we'll be back with the results. Got to do all this on Vassal, so I got to go back on Vassal and come back here and find out what's going on. So when we get it done, we'll relay the results. All right, then. The result was a 4. So on this 0 column, you're going to see that the attacker gets a hit. So that'll change. That changes everything. What a big difference that defense made. So we'll go ahead and place a 1 hit marker underneath the Soviet Union air unit, and we will be back because I have to relay. I have to punch in the die roll and find out if my opponent wishes to continue. He only has a 2-hit capability, so, or if he wishes to withdraw. So we'll be back. Okay, well, he has chosen to withdraw from the air battle, and I don't believe we can do anything until the return phase. Return and replace, or whatever it's called. Return and transfer segment. Yeah, return and transfer. So they'll stay up there in the air, but the German player will get 1 more accumulated replacement factor for that oil field that wasn't damaged. Be back. All right. So that took care of that little combat, and that'll definitely help because he's wanting to use that Soviet air unit on one of these battles. So let's go over here. I got a little bit of time now. I can let you see what's going on. I'm looking at this Battle 17. And it is just a naval battle. You can see it right there. Either that or... Oh, I know what was going on. We got to take that battle off. Because that was his air unit was going to attack those, coming down to do a naval attack. So that attack will not happen. And I'll be placing my Romanian and German units back in there. That's what was going on. That air unit was going to have a air naval attack on my naval units, and since he is retreated, that battle won't take place. So now we're down to just 16 battles. But you can see, let's go look at that 16th battle right here. We have got naval support for a Soviet armor unit that's being attacked by 2 Finnish infantries. So that's what's going on there. Up here, really around, like I said, this battle 1 is in a response movement. My unit was in the woods, and he was also, as you can see over here, out of supply. So he was in the woods trying to make a little clean getaway, move from one part of the zone of control of the Soviet Union and Luau, or whatever it is. And when he moved here, he decided to pull out of the city and attack, which is fine because his rear is guarded by units, and there ain't no battles going on here. This is mostly a delaying action. I got a couple key battles going on here, and if I win them, I'll isolate some units. Over here, I think I'm trying to get this unit up north. I want to get him up around here. He hasn't got there yet, or he's just sitting there and ready for the exploitation phase. This is going to be a key battle. Got to get this rail line cleared. This is the main rail line on the drive to Moscow. Right now I got some rail construction going on here, and I've got rail coming out of the supplied port. This port is supplied because I got another supplied port right here at Kongsberg. So just in case you're wondering about that. That's about it. These battles will definitely be interesting. We're trying to make some breakthroughs. The key thing to do here is to get these supply choke points. You get these supply choke points, and everybody west of there is out of supply. Russian front is a game of supply. As you can see right here. Back. Results of the second month of battle. And we need to make headway. My opponent's got me bogged. Be back. All right, we're back, and we're ready to commence with these battles. Now, the one thing about Russian front is battles can go in any order you wish, but the battles marked with the blitzes have to go first. So I'm going to look at my blitz markers here, and I will determine which one I want to go first, either 14, 11, or 8. So 14, 11, or 8. All right, we'll be back. All right, I've chosen battle number 14 as my first one. It really don't make a difference, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't break through and see what I can do behind his lines first. So it's an interesting battle. Look under here, under 14. We have 2 armored units slugging it out. Looks like the interior 7th Armor for the Soviets and North Army Group 41st Armor. First things first, so we got a +2 attack against, well, who'll be the attacker and who'll be the defender? That's a key thing we got to figure out. Be right back. All right, after a brief look at the rules and corresponding with my opponent, we determined that the Soviet, or the German unit, air unit is going to be the attacker. So he'll be attacking with a +2. And go down here for the old results. +2, and we will let you know what the die roll was. Alright, we're back. And the Vassal die roll, these, ignore this or any of these dice here. We do all of our rolling on Vassal. But the Vassal die roll was a 3, which means a 1-to-1. And if I could look down here, it's that dreaded freaking 3 again. Alright. So it was a +2, 4 versus a 2, +2, and we got a 3 result. If both of them take a hit, the attacker must retreat. So that's the result of that combat. So we'll mark them like this. A couple 1 hits, not the good ones, just the hits on the units. But there we go. And German unit must retreat, so we'll go ahead and keep him here. But German unit, air unit, will not be able to support, and the Soviet unit will. So now, on the combat, it will be 8 factors versus a 2, which is a +6. But you add in, I guess, defense factors of the air unit, and that would be a 4. So we'll have a +4 attack. I'll let you know what the results of that were. All right, we're back, and the +4 attack was a good roll for me. We have a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just missed that dreaded 3 again. But mandatory retreat and a 1 hit for the Soviet player. So we will give him his hit on his armor. He gets to take another hit. Now he has to decide whether he wants to withdraw or keep fighting. So we will adjust the Blitz marker accordingly. I'll be back. Okay, we're going to expand here on this little combat. My opponent chose to withdraw, and unfortunately he withdrew into some woods. But now I got to decide whether I wish to follow him on the attack, which would be a blitz pursuit, or just move past him. This is a good question. What would I want to do? All right, I'll decide here in a second. Be right back. Okay, I'm just gonna have to pursue him. I don't want to, but I don't want to get too far ahead of him and have him mess up my supply lines. He's got to be eliminated. So the battle marker will be moved to this spot here. And another round of combat. Now it takes me 2 movement factors to get into that hex. So the blitz marker is down to 1. But we got a new battle in the woods. Now another thing about the woods, Forest, Texas. Cost my unit 2 to get in, but -1 armor. So I think his defense factor will go down 1, but then he'll get a +1 for being. Oh, it says other defenders. Huh. I guess we both get -1. -1 for both of ours. So, we will be back. Figure this one out. Okay, well, it'll be a -1 on both of their factors. So I'm going to say it's a 7 versus a 1. And it'll be a +6 attack. Now, I don't believe the air units are going to be able to pursue, because this is more of a movement. This is a blitz movement, so all air units are still here. And we're going on with a good attack for the Germans, even if it's in the woods. It'll be a 7 versus a 1. It's a +6. So we will go back over here to the... let me see here. +6. Be back with the results. Alright, luckily the gods are in my favor. +6 with a 2 was a die roll result. So that is a 1 hit on him, which will eliminate him. He'll be over here, and he will be gone. So that Soviet unit is eliminated. And I got to figure out what I want to do. I got 1 more blitz move left, so I can move him 1 more. I'll have to find out where I want to move him to, but that's the looks of it. To make it all official, we'll show you. 1 on top of that. Put the old battle marker back over here. And battle 14 is a success. Got to come out of those woods though. So I got to find out where I want to move this unit. I think I will move him. Tough. I'll move him out of the woods and extend him a little bit up here. He might be vulnerable, but we'll see what's up. Okay, we'll be back. That's just a little look at the battles. We got a lot of them, and I don't think I'll have time or your interest to go through them all. So we'll be back after they're all over. All right, quick update. A couple battles are over. 2 of the Blitz battles are over, and here's a disposition of my forces. We got the old 41st and the 57th. The northern group and the central group are meeting up outside of, well, what is that city? Let's see if we can't see what. Oh, BY. I'm not sure I could make that out. Let me see if I can get closer. But anyway, outside that little minor city there. Key battles now will be 13 and 15, but we have to go on to battle 8, which is this one right here along the rail line for another blitz move. But one of the key things I want to show you and is in relation to my 2 armor units here. Open spaces. Nothing going on with Moscow. Look at how open that is. But unfortunately, it don't work that way. So we've got to start building some rail lines and solidifying the flanks. To do that because I like to keep those fins to tie down these forces up here. If he was smart, he'd withdraw, get his butt back. But who knows? There's bonuses. If I win this battle, I'll get another replacement factor. I think, or another factor I'll be able to move by rail movement. Really haven't used the rail movement yet because the distances are really short. You gotta wait till you get into this vastness to employ them. You also have to have your gauges converted. But there we go. We are holding them in the south. The south has got a lot of forces. Check that on out. So if we can hold this, push on this, get some victory points, see how the strategy goes. But making headway with the 2 blitzing units. And that's their extent. This one I was going to move them out here, but I decided I'd be a little bit safer and pulled them back. So we got a couple zones of controls touching here. And we're back. Some more fighting on the Russian front.